Are you ready? Are you truly ready? This Gemini full moon is going to be happening on the 12th of the 12th, 2019. It's pretty a big full moon. Really it is. And are you truly ready? That's the question to ask yourself. The Gemini full moon is the last full moon of the year and the decade. So, the sun is in Sagittarius. The full moon is in Gemini. And all I can say to everybody is, are you ready? How ready are you? To end a decade, you know, with the Gemini full moon, I feel is so fitting. It's so beautiful. It's so magical. Gemini is a sign of duality, the twins. It's good, it's evil, it's our light, it's our dark, it's all the information. So when you feel the Gemini full moon, if you're having mixed feelings, that's Gemini. That's the vibe. It's between love and hate, greed and generosity, truth and lies. A very, very powerful energy that is here to transform you and shift you as you end the decade, the year, and moving into 2020. So it's like a kickstart, if I would say, of the end and the beginning. The end and the beginning. The Gemini full moon. Symptoms that can be had with this Gemini full moon is upset tummies, headaches, dizziness, feeling sleepy, dreams, intense and powerful dreams that hold significance. So if you've been dreaming more, those dreams are activating your subconscious and the patterns that are within you and are shifting you into a very, very different state of being. It's the end and the beginning. All things Gemini. The duality of life and death. You know, it's massive in that I feel it is so fitting. I mean, the universe couldn't have planned it better. A Gemini full moon as we end the decade and as we start, moving into 2020, end of the year, it's for us to collectively look at ourselves and to look and go within and to see the roles we played and in our situations, and as well as where we were actually disempowered. So where did we use our power positively or negatively? Quite a interesting full moon. The sun is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is, it's all about expansion. It's about growth. And the Gemini full moon and Gemini is also about expansion and growth. Both of them are so similar yet so different in the sense that your Gemini energy is facts. Your Sagittarius is also information, but beyond the facts, to actually put all the facts together and simulate it. It's philosophy. It's both of them. So expansive. So beautiful. And we have all this energy within us because they both desire freedom. Gemini desires freedom and so does Sagittarius. Gemini is the school and Sagittarius is the university. It's where we basically learn everything in school and where we take it to university, where we tailor making what we're learning to actually, go in a certain direction. So those are the two energies at play. And there's a lot more. We have so much of energy at the moment in Capricorn. Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter in Capricorn. Earth energy. Earth energy can feel heavy. Because if anything that Capricorn asks you is, where are you taking responsibility? What structures need to fall away in order for new structures to form? Are you taking responsibility? Venus, love, and also finance. Jupiter, opportunities. Are you responsible for those? Yes, and opportunities, when they get presented to us, are you actually taking the risk? Saturn, plan of structure. So we can feel pretty heavy with this full moon. No lie about that. And trust me, there is going to be a lot of that, of even deception too. Having to see deeper, having to go deeper. Because Neptune is forming a T-squared to this earth energy that's also happening with this full moon. There's so much involved in this full moon with all the planets, and how the planets are also kind of like with the Saturn conjunction with Pluto that's going to be happening next year, how they all are just like lining up. So yes, it's the Gemini full moon, but then there's all this added energy, and Mars is in Scorpio, where we actually take action. We actually feel motivated to take action. So here's Gemini with all this earth energy pulling us one way. Where are you responsible? Did you work hard enough? Did you, in your relationships, are you working hard enough? And I don't mean working hard enough in the relationship to make others happy and, you know, to sacrifice yourself. But did you actually work on yourself? Set healthy boundaries. You know? Love yourself first. Have you done those things? That's the work it's asking you to do. When it comes to your finances, career goals, personal purposes, are you actually, you know, invested? Are you being responsible with it? Are you actually working towards it? Not just working, but at the same time, you know, how can I say, where you work, but you get no actual pleasure, no passion is actually fulfilled, then you just not going to be feeling abundant. Because that's something that actually comes from within you. So are you doing those things? Are you channeling this energy of where did you take responsibility? While the Gemini full moon is actually pushing you to say, wait a second. Let me just take a break from all of this. And with this Neptune with the Neptune actually forming a T squared, it's actually bringing a lot of uncertainty, restlessness, and also truth. Are you tired of being spoon-fed a whole lot of lies? Are you the one actually not really sitting down and being honest with yourself here? Are you? And this is an important thing to actually ask yourself. Are you really being honest with yourself? Because we're going to be entering into 2020. We are ending this decade, and you are setting new patterns, new structures of how you want to live your best life. And in order to do that, you're going to have to get real and be honest. And that's what actually all this earth energy is asking of us, is like to really be responsible. Everything's in Capricorn. It's like, you know, really be responsible now. There's no time anymore for this, you know, kind of like, maybe should. And you're feeling it, and you're feeling under the pressure and washed away. And if you're having physical symptoms, it means that your body is releasing and you are actually receiving energetic downloads. If there are people that took advantage of you or weren't honest with you, and they're all coming into your life around this time or trying to get at you in some way, shape, or form, you are still releasing that pattern. If you're sitting right now and your life is pretty like, okay, these are my goals, but I'm having these anxieties and I'm going to be releasing it, then you're actually you're in a good spot, because you're kind of working with it. I mean, we are releasing a lot. So releasing and receiving a lot of information from these planets that are actually moving in this way. We are receiving a lot too. So patterns are going to be altered. Patterns meaning our subconscious patterns that we are actually emotionally telling ourselves, which allow us to actually not take on things. We're going to be breaking those cycles, and it's going to not feel comfortable. It's going to feel uneasy. It's going to feel like, oh my word. Do you know what I mean? But you can do it. Yes, you most definitely can. The zodiacs that will be definitely feeling this is all your air signs: Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Yes, most def. You will be feeling this. Because it's in the air, it's a mental energy, so you're going to feel it. And because of all the planets being in earth energy, you're going to feel the heaviness of it, and so will everyone else, but you will definitely be feeling it. Virgo, Ruling planet is Mercury. It's a Gemini full moon, ruled by Mercury as well. Capricorn, Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter are all in your zodiac, so you're going to be definitely feeling it. All the other earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, most definitely there's all this earth energy, so you can also feel the shift happening as well. Water signs, Pisces, the Neptune, the illusion. What are you telling yourself? Where do you want to go? How do you direct yourself? Feeling uncertain, feeling the anxiety. Scorpio with Mars, planet of action. So wanting to really take action on these personal goals right now. Yes. And our fire signs, let's not forget Sagittarius. This is your opposite zodiac, and Leo. Aries, you're going to be feeling it as well because of all this earth energy. What happens to fire when you throw sand on it? It almost, dies. So you can be feeling pretty heavy right now, and having, like I said, stomach, throat issues, throat like as in like sore throats, or having to cough, or feeling itchy in the throat. Like you gotta say something. Everyone feels like they want to break free because of this Gemini energy out of all of this other kind of responsibility, in a sense, with the love and the money and the purpose, that we basically either didn't fulfill those responsibilities, or we fulfilled it to such an extent that right now we need to actually lighten our load in some way, shape, or form. So all I have to say for this energy, it's massive. End of a decade, end of the year, going to 2020. I think Gemini, blessed Gemini, how beautiful that we are ending with you and beginning into something new too. I think it's just so beautiful because you're the sign of duality. You give us the energy to actually look at ourselves, both the negative and the positive, the light and the dark, our ego selves, our shadow selves, and as well as the light that we have to offer, all of it. And to look at our relationships under that energy as well. It's very informative in the information that Gemini has to offer. And I know we've been feeling like we've been getting a lot of truth. And for me to sit here and say to you, know what, you're still going to be dealing with a lot more. Of course you will be. It's just the time that it is in, and the way everything is moving with the T-squared and Neptune. It's time for truth. And truth can set you free. And it's time for personal truth. And it's personal truth within you and the truth around you, as in what you see in others, and actually wanting to recreate and restructure your path going forward as we grow and learn various things about ourselves. Gemini, information, learning, breaking free of all habits and patterns. So allow this energy to shift you. Time frames that we will be releasing from the decade, so 2001, 2000, obviously. Last year, Venus retrograde, October, which was 2018. And we also will be releasing 2008 when Jupiter was in Capricorn. So all those experiences of those time frames, and if you can't remember what was happening during those time frames, you'll be feeling the emotions of those time frames. And if you were young during those time frames, then it was what was going on within your family circle around that time that you've absorbed and now will be releasing. So if you can't remember what had happened around then, no worries. If you can actually reflect and see, oh, those were patterns I started back then and now I'm releasing them. And if you can't remember, the feelings that are now coming up within you, the anxiety, the sleeplessness, the uncertainty, the wanting to break free from responsibilities and feel like you've been doing. All of those things are coming up now. So the feelings, the actual feelings, the frustration, maybe even some anger, the resistance, the fear, all those things are coming up. All those emotions, if you cannot remember the memories, the emotions are there and they will surface as they are asking for your attention. No one else, yours. They don't want anybody else's attention but your own. That's what they want. They want you to acknowledge them. They want you to acknowledge yourself. Can you? I hope you can. For any readings, you can contact me and I will assist you. Lots of love, Sarah.